All right, welcome back. It's time for more Xenoblade Chronicles Day. We are on the second part of Future Connected, as we try to approach this transporter thingy so we can get inside Alchemoth. That being said, there's a dude over there. We should go over there. Whatever, we activated the thingy, so we can warp there if we want. We should focus ourselves on finding a way to get to this little number here. We'll just take a different route in the ruins. So, yeah, early thoughts on Future Connected itself. I've kind of cut out a lot of the gameplay and the battles and stuff, which I don't think is a big issue, because it's not like I took a big break in between the Let's Play parts and stuff. It's just been rolling past beating Zanza immediately to this. I don't think it's that much of an issue, but overall the game kind of feels the same, just worse. Okay, that's a weird way of saying. The lack of a team attack type mechanic, I feel, just kind of makes the game feel a little bit more clunky, because it just feels like I'm engaging with the same combat that I engaged with before, with less options. But I imagine once I get enough of these guys, or something happens in the story, or the game explains itself a bit better, I think I'll like it a bit more. But right now, it's just a bit weird. I'll just leave it at that. I'm not going to say it's bad or anything. It's just, I'm used to there being a tangible reward by getting my team meter on the top left all the way up, and they've given me no reward for that. Ow. Do one of those. Oh, we got this Hawks. Guess we'll take it out. Man, everybody's got something to say in this battle, too. They're going off. Like this thing right here. We team up with them, but we can't team up yet. We'll get a little ornery. But once we have that moment, I'm gonna feel a lot better. As for the story so far, I guess I could talk a little bit about that. It seems good. Just the general, like, we got to figure out what's going on with this Fog King thing. Thinking that one person who was a part of the High Entia Guard's probably some sort of villain, I guess. I don't know, it's just the way he was dressed kind of like implies things, you know. Darker colors, the purple, games usually do that type of thing. I think this game is handling the heart-to-heart-esque stuff better because it's small little plot or like character building moments where you hang out with the character. I think they're handled a bit better here just because it's there's no requirement besides having the characters. I kind of prefer that over the affinity thing, just because I don't want to go back to old areas just to have those conversations, just because they feel a little bit more unnatural. It's like, now we're going to robotically come back here. It's like, I really want to check out this place with Cyber Fiora that I was in like Area 2. Like, none of that really kind of, don't really have an interest in that. Whereas if I'm journeying and naturally seeing these things and then I go, okay, let's see what people can talk about it. I just feel like that kind of thing would be handled better if it was, not based on building affinity and going back and backtracking for stuff, but whatever. Many of the designs and the ways that Xenoblade does things are more of an MMO thing. It involves a lot of grinding, a lot of backtracking and stuff, so it's whatever. I just didn't find any of that, like, I found no carrot on the stick for that, to want to do that, and also they voice acted all these parts, which makes me go, alright, this is also an extra where it really feels like it's just that idea, only better. Though, to be fair, I imagine that this stuff is voiced because this is going to be short. And those quiet moments are replacing the fact that in Xenoblade, the main game, you have hours upon hours of cutscenes and moments with these characters that build up Ryan, that build up Sharla and Dunban. And those things, you know, help build the character a lot, and you're not going to get as much of that. You're not going to get as much of that here with these characters. So they need some voice segments, and best way to do that is the system they have. So you tell me, yeah, he's all the way up there. How am I going to get up there? Maybe Old King's Testament has a climbing section or something? Let's see. We came in from there. Aha! I thought all hope was lost and I'd have to cut to do some traveling, but not actually. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and do that again. We have to be careful. Oh, this looks so nice. This game just looks so nice, despite it being on pretty weak and rough hardware. What do you want? Set. Defeat Bodacious Rogals. Motherfucking Bodacious Rogals. I'm gonna lose my mind at such an incredible name. Where are these bodacious dudes at? They are bodacious, and they are there. I did it, Set. I went out of my way to do a thing I didn't necessarily want to do, but will you become a slave to be used for power-ups? Those are a lot of words that came out of our mouth. I've learned the location of another. But there was... Here we go! This is the thing I've been complaining about. Like, when am I going to get my super attack? Coordinated attack, Union Strike, requires 3 bars the party gauge. There are 3 variations to choose from. Red Comet for major damage to one enemy. Blue Caress to heal and grant regen and debuff immunity. Yellow Chaos is daze and strength down on enemies in area. Increasing the intensity is based on how many Pawn Specters you have. Extra Chance. When you use a Union Strike while all 3 allies are capable of acting freely, Extra Chance may appear to let you do another Union Strike without using the gauge. You cannot use the same effect. Probability is higher the more Pawn Specters are in a state of high tension. That's good. Hold on. I did that thing I do where I skim because I'm recording a video, so I try to get boom, boom, boom. I try to get through things as quickly as possible. And I may just, you know, let's read the whole thing. After, the party's tension will go up, while all Pawn Specters in a state of high tension will revert to normal. Okay. I just need to know that in case it says something like, by the way, KZ, you're a dipshit. And then people will be like, KZ, didn't you read that the game called you a dipshit? And I'm like, no, I did not. Ladies and gentlemen, They moved one here. And here we have Nonona.
You speak to Nonona? Brave mortal.
Man, they really give voices to all these guys. Anyway. Defeat Thingamagicer 13. I've done what you ask. I've had enough. The fight was very annoying. There, can you join my family? We're traveling moose trying to make it in this world. Thank you. Location? You vaguely know where one is. You vaguely know that they are vaguely right here. You know, again, this one was a little bit more annoying than I thought. You have to... For this dude, I had in my brain that you'd, of course, go here. But due to the game's elevation, it completely confused me. Where I thought I was on this stretch by being on this. Same for this. But no, we're under the lightish gray stuff. Because elevation maps are the devil. Anyway, we had to basically travel here, snake our way there, go up there, go to this spot here that puts us up top, go all the way down, hit this point, jump down here. Then I went down here, and this apparently counts as a secret. And then head here. Navigation really is a puzzle.
Yes? What now?
But here's Hekasa. I was very close to looking it up because I just couldn't figure it out for some reason. I'm like, how far do they want me to go for this damn thing? Anyway, let's get this thing done.
Yes? What now?
I did your other thing. Can you please be my friend now? Thank you. I love friendship. Just join my platoon of small orbs that will liberate the capital. Do you know where the others are? I would love to edit out me getting them like I always do. Where? Oh God, it's so far away. You bastard. You bastards.
Before I even approach, even going to Alchemoth, we have to get them. I will assemble what I can. Some people are like, no, KZ, the plot wants you to go there and then you'll come here later. And I'm like, you are a fool. You're a fool the same way the other ones are. Because what they've done, they presented me a bunch of duders. And they say that you will do better in combat if you have more of these old duders. So I gotta go get them. And if the game didn't give me their locations now, before I reach Alchemoth, none of this would have happened. It is a domino effect that I must do. You better open your fucking door. Oh my God, you bastards. I will not accept this. I will do whatever I can to go on the other side of this thing. Oh, I will not rest until I get... Oh my God, it's contained by a plot. Fine. They've done what they need to do to contain. I just got through me talking about it's on them. If they can allow me to go do them, I'll do them. They have not allowed me to do it, which means I can relax. I don't have to drown in the world's most boring side objectives. And instead, let's see what's going on in the capital. That's where the action is. Hold on.
This isn't going well.
Please hang in there.
My eye literally started twitching. It's like, No! You bastard! How dare you use my ultimate weakness? Me against me. Fuck you. Just talking to the red orb.
Why would all those Telethia be gathering here in one place?
Transporter, over here!
Huh?
What is it?
The transporter is running.
So it is.
But how?
Maybe somebody activated it.
In any case, we can't afford to dally here.
Agreed. Let's go.
I'm just knocking on my own bones. This is how I die. I think I broke something. Ow. Alright.
There's a dude. There's a dude. You. You.
Fuck off, cutscene. There's a dude over there.
It's good to be back.
Home of Miss Melia needs some weeding. Housekeeping been slacking off.
Very true. We'll have our work cut out for us. What is it?
Look up there.
What is that thing?
Look like hole in sky.
That's simply impossible.
This world is still in its early days. That could explain the instability. That, or it's still being reborn.
Does that really explain this?
It could do.
That Fog King creature. Is it from...
It's a possibility.
In that case, it may well be lurking nearby. Let's stay together and keep a close lookout.
King of Fog not scary to Kino. Kino, how about turn around and toe to face? Bye-bye. Gotcha. Little joke there. No, big meanie. Mama?
A child's voice. Where?
Up there!
That child is you. I like Dry. Dry's great. He is immediately the best one. Collect 5 high Entia feathers in Alchemoth. I can only assume they're collectible. In fact, let's they're all over there. I know there's a child's voice, but this is more important. Because they might put me into a fight, and this dude's gonna help me. It must be done. That and I much prefer this situation over the many others that are like kite one enemy that's behind a group of enemies and an epic tiered enemy that's gonna play They Will Know Our Names. I'll take this over that. I'll take a lot of different quest types over that, actually. Getting these guys has been a pain in the ass. Alright. It'll be easier to skip and then hit up forward. Fortissimo! I love this guy. Topple +4, shit. From we measure, find treasure, hunt specters till we die. Only 2 left. Let's see what the game says about remaining ones. The remaining ones are probably around this area, so I won't look for them just yet. We'll head on up. Am I cool with the team we have here? For now, yes. For now, yes. That was like a dark firebird. I'm scared. What we got?
Over there.
The child is in danger. Quickly. Are you all right, child? Wait, Teelin.
Ah, Miss Melia. You too, Shulk? How did you...
We can talk later.
It's covered in black fluffy mist. So that scary king of fog?
Yeah, maybe so.
Let's give it our all.
All the new music they made is nuts. Snow Taos. Yeah, we're definitely a bit above what they expected. That's what happens when you give me the idea to go find everyone. Alright, we're almost done. I only went through basically one rotation, too. And pop.
We can only hope. Look! The rift!
It's... Oh no! Look out!
Whoa!
That beam!
What about it, Shulk?
That was the same attack that brought down the junks.
Then that would mean...
It looks like we found our Fog King.
Yes, I would have to agree. What now, Shulk?
We might as well try. Nay.
Understand?
It won't work! You can't even land a scratch on it.
Mama!
Melia! Kino!
Leave to me! Ye faithful of pain!
Begone!
King of fog, bright dust!
It is just as Maxis said then.
Melia! Let's pull back!
That would seem wise.
Okay, this should be far enough. Those things can't follow us all the way out here.
Oh? And you're certain of that?
Yeah, sure. The Telethia will keep us safe.
The Telethia will?
Well, that's what Ratzin said. Though, I don't think they realize it themselves.
Ah. Right. Your mother was one of the affected.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't thanked you yet. Thanks a million for saving me back there.
Why were you alone in such a place? You could have been hurt.
Sorry, miss.
He get told? Pipe down, not on obvious.
I snuck in to gather research material. Then I tripped over some rubble and,
And that's when you were spotted, huh? Were you the one who activated the transporter?
Yeah, I was given special permission, so I could conduct my research. That said, I normally don't go anywhere without Big Sis.
You have a sister.
Well, we're not actually related. We've just been living here together.
If I remember correctly, you wanted to transform Telethia back.
Yeah. Oh, hey! My lab's over on the far end of Zen's thoroughfare. You want to come with? We can talk more there, where it's safe.
You have your own laboratory.
Not as grand as my old one, mind.
We still don't understand the Fog King, or the monster that attacked Teelin. Maybe the Telethia are connected to all this. Teelin's research could help us make sense of it all.
Yes, indeed.
The thing that attacked... Ah, you mean the Fog Beast?
Fog Beast? Is that what you've been calling them around here?
Fog Beasts always appear around the Fog King, so the name seemed appropriate.
Makes sense.
Right, I'll be going on ahead.
You won't be guiding us on the way?
I need to clean up, else there won't be anywhere to stand. All right, see you.
Hey, wait!
He's gone now.
What is it about science boffins? Always doing whatever they please.
Huh?
He get told? He probably have it coming.
Thrice damned fools. They think to second guess the will of the divine.
Ooh. You can obtain arts coins when defeating unique monsters. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I see. I see. Instead of making you have to load up on money, they want you to specifically get coins for it. Well, I was already at Skybridge earlier. Let's say hello. Might as well pick this thing up in the back, though. Maybe I will finish that quest. Who knows?
How many times have I told you, you do not go there alone?
But I really needed that material.
Doesn't matter. Why did you disobey me? If something happened to you, we would lose everything.
Tyrea?
Melia!
Huh? Wait a second. You know Melia, big sis?
Tyrea's your big sis.
Right. That explains how you came to the capital just in time to save Teelin's skin.
Sorry.
Sorry for the trouble. Truly. Although I am glad you were there.
Yeah, you really helped me out, Shulk, Miss Melia. And you too, Kino, Nene.
Tyrea, I didn't expect to see you here, helping Teelin with his research.
Yes, well,
Tyrea, she's changed.
Teelin, I'm going outside for a bit to get some air.
Got it. I didn't know you all knew Big Sis Tyrea. How'd you meet each other?
Well, that's because Tyrea and I share an older brother.
Huh? Does that mean you and her are sisters then?
Sisters? No. It's rather more complicated. But sisters we are not.
Well, still, that means you know her from way back. What was she like? I've only known her here, in this place, so I gotta wonder how she was before.
She was... She was strong, both in body and in her conviction for doing what she thought was right.
Wow! Pretty much the same as how she is now then. When it comes to our research, she's even more committed than I am.
So she has not forgotten her mother.
Where did you and Tyrea meet?
It was when she saved me from the Fog King.
On a trip to Alchemoth, like today.
What? No. At the time, everyone was still living there.
Before the Fog King showed up.
Yeah, and then, after we all escaped, I was kind of on my own, so Tyrea brought me here for safety.
One moment. Teelin, was your father not still around?
My father was killed by the Fog King.
Is that so? I'm sorry.
Teelin just like Kino. Brave little pun.
I think I'll get some air too.
Go ahead. I've still got things to ask Teelin, so I'll stay with him.
Good, thank you. Shan't be long.
Miss Melly, Kino go too. Kino, please read room.
Tyrea.
Of all the people to meet out here,
How did you...
pure chance. After everything, I wandered aimlessly looking for somewhere to die. Then, at some point, I landed here.
So then, you were here all along?
That's right. And so, when the capital fell here, I thought Mother had finally granted me my boon.
But it was full of Telethia, and survivors cast adrift. Not to mention this Fog King.
Yes, he'd be the one to end it. Or so I thought. Until fate had me save Teelin, and death ceased to be an option.
Your mother, she did not grant you a dying place. She gave you our future by crossing your path with Teelin's.
My helping with Teelin's research is a simple matter of give and take.
If you really believed that, you would not have treated him half so warmly. I can tell that when you look at Teelin, you see family. Even if it was once transactional, his research concerns the future of our race. That fact remains.
The future of the High Entia, huh? And what about you?
Me?
You must have heard. Our brethren in this land are suffering.
Yes.
You are the Imperial successor. The Crown Princess, war or no war. No. Empress now. What will you do about the future of our race?
I have not planned that far ahead. However, I know enough to realize what I must do right now.
I hope to see it. This future you will build for us. And when I do, I hope I'll be able to accept what I now am.
Empress Melia, so you are ready to lead us after all. It shall be my privilege to clear the stones from your path.
Miss Melia, you here?
Did you learn anything from Teelin?
A little. He said that for all the details, we ought to talk to Ratzin in Grandel.
Meeting should be no problem. Teelin say he sent word to guard the Grandel ramparts to let friends through.
Before we visit this Ratzin, I have something I wish to discuss with you all.
What is matter now?
The High Entia who live here now have lost all hope for the future. I have a duty. As the Imperial successor, I must safeguard their future. This will sound selfish, I know, but will you stand with me?
Of course I will, Melia.
Kino too. And also Nene.
Thank you. It means a lot to me. Right. Off to Grandel we go.
All right. Now that we've done that, we can actually move on to this ramparts place. They'll let me in, and as a result, what I wish most will come into place. Where? I assumed he'd give me a hint about the another one, but I guess they're... No, yeah, it's just going to be that one. And then when we hit that one, they'll probably give me the location of the last one.
Greetings. We have heard from Teelin that a man called Ratzin lives within these walls.
Ah, friends of Teelin's, are you? We've been expecting you. Go on, in you get.
You're letting us straight through.
You don't look particularly concerning, is all. These walls are imposing, but they aren't here for controlling foot traffic. They're to keep savage monsters from having themselves a rampage.
Most sensible. Well, we'll be going then.
Thank Kings. Sorry for time taking.
Feel like that scene might have been a moment where they're like, look how grand this place looks. Meanwhile, I'm like, it's raining and real ugly outside. There we go. Here's this the grand vistas and it looks nice. We figured it out. And now we journey a little bit as I try to get the remaining of these Nopon inspector thingies. That tower looks neat. Actually, the whole town, because it's just like a kingdom lost to time. What? Is there really one in there? Shit. And here I was, thinking they didn't give me the location of the rest of them. They did. Or at the very least, I find this one of my own. Is that the last of these? It is. I had a feeling. Feels good. Good vibes. How about you? Alright, 1-1. 1-1. Gather the other 11. That makes sense. Kind of reminds me of the Mushroom 13 in Kingdom Hearts 2. Once you get all of them, it all comes together.
Look! What splendid armor! Oh, it's true! Scales so shiny and sparkly!
It looks the same as any Armu, if you ask me.
Different subtle. Sure is.
Really?
Pardon me? Have you come from Companion's Cape, by any chance?
We've just come from the laboratory. But we were at the Cape just before that.
And was everyone there all right?
Yes, it seemed to me.
Thank goodness. That's a relief to hear.
Is something wrong?
You may be aware, but originally, we all lived here together as a group.
But then, some left because there are Machina here.
Exactly. At first, we managed to tolerate each other in relative harmony. Obviously, we had our share of friction.
What happened?
Well, the final straw was something trivial. The Companions tried all sorts of ploys to retake the capital, but none of the plans succeeded. Many soldiers were lost this way. One Machina had had enough, and told them to just give up.
And that's when it happened?
Yeah. They shouted, if you rust rats hadn't betrayed us, we wouldn't have lost our brethren and our homes in the first place. Things got heated, and then they left and didn't look back.
They shouldn't have forgotten that we all lost friends, family, and homes.
They're soldiers, ma'am. In the war, they put everything on the line for their country. And so...
when their country was taken from them, the extent of their anger and resentment was fully understandable.
Yes. Still, we who stayed behind don't bear them any grudges. They protected us all, for a long time regardless of race. And bear in mind, in the end, they didn't cast the Machina out. They left the safety of our walls of their own volition. That's why we pledged that if they chose to return, we'd welcome them back and meet them with a smile.
I will do whatever is in my power to make it so.
Day, white eyes sweating. Inflammation of tear ducts.
By the way, we have heard that someone by the name of Ratzin lives here.
Ratzin? Yes, he lives over there.
Over there? Thank you. Very kind.
It was Ratzin, actually. He was the one who told the companions to give up their quest.
Right. I see.
All right. Let's go and see him straight away.
Yes, let's.
Oh, we have several quests, too. And a shop. And none of these are better. In fact, all of this armor is pretty terrible. Like, wow. I'm shocked. You should be ashamed of yourself. How about you? Yours is a little better. This ups the max. But I kind of like where she's at now. Fruit Spouter probably is pretty good. We'll get that for you. I'll settle for that for now. And in between episodes, I'll get people outfitted a bit better.
Are you perchance Ratzin?
Yeah, that's me. How do you know my name?
Teelin mentioned you. You are his fellow researcher.
Oh, I see. Teelin sent you. Him and Tyrea are still getting on okay?
Quite. Though she did give him a good scolding earlier.
Went to Alchemoth again, did he? I did warn him not to be reckless. But when it comes to his research, that boy has tunnel vision. To be honest, so does Tyrea.
Does she come here much as well?
No, hardly ever. She's even more focused on the work than Teelin. I couldn't begin to guess why she's so driven.
It must be about her mother after all.
Ratzin, we have questions. About the Fog King.
I see. That's why you're so curious.
We need more to go on. What can you tell us?
Because of the Telethia's ether field, the Fog King and his Fog Beasts seem, well, unable to escape Alchemoth.
Ether field?
Yeah, It's the means by which Telethia eliminate any excess ether that they absorb. Now, the Fog King and his beasts happen to give off an awful lot of ether.
I see. So all Telethia in the vicinity flock there, to feed on the ether, and as a result, keep the threat contained.
Oh, this hot noggin of Kino. It get worse if not shut up.
But my ether, it worked against fog beasts, but not the Fog King. Or rather, it didn't even seem to make direct contact with him.
Shulk, Melia, would you do me a favor and head to Teelin's lab, borrow his Telethia research notes for me?
Sure, we can do that for you.
There's something I'd like to look up about the Telethia's ether field.
Understood.
On another note, we heard that you spoke out against the companions.
I voiced an opinion, yes. I can understand their impatience. Their ancestral home was right there. However, I couldn't abide watching them throw away more lives for nothing.
Nothing. Sounds quite stark.
At first, there were hundreds of us living here. But now, well, you've seen for yourselves.
And all because of the Fog King.
Yeah. So I think you can see why I said what I said. If we end up extinct, we'll have won nothing.
Well spoken. But I'm sure the companions would find those words hard to swallow. I'm sorry. Your people are no more free to go home than we are.
No need for you to apologize, Melia. In truth, it's not costing me any sleep. They seem to be catching on too. After all, they've stayed put since then.
When you put it like that... The people of Grandel, they're living under considerable strain, not knowing what became of their homes, and with no means of return.
But that's also true of Maxis. His people lost their homes too.
Yes, but they're feeling desperate, and it's making them unreasonable.
It too sad.
We were like that too once, weren't we?
Yes, we were.
That true?
But we learned, eventually. All because we wanted to protect the world. And we made that dream a reality. We brought down Zanza.
Overcoming our prejudice gave us strength in unity, because we shared a goal.
Ratzin's folk, the companions, and us as well. We all share the same goal.
Defeating the Fog King and returning home.
Sounds like job for Hero Punkino. Just let Nene at him.
Thank you, everyone.
Mama, what that thing?
Ah! It got big.
Is that...
It's like the one we saw in Alchemoth, but much, much larger.
You're right.
Shulk, let's see if we can get closer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I really want to get closer or... Sure. Who am I to say no to more plot, I guess? I was like, maybe I want to go do a side quest. Of course I want to go and see the ball
What is happening
rift
over there?
thing. Oh god. Oh god, actually.
beasts.
Here they come!
No time for deliberations. Let's go, Shulk.
Got it!
I did notice that field. It looks like throughout this story, I think we're gonna have to find some way to unlock some new power that breaks this field. Imagine it's related to the glowing eyeball on their health bar. Yeah, please focus on one. Oh, I saw 3 there. I guess that means because we're at tier 3 because we have so many of them. What now?
And not come back!
Shulk. The fog beasts were meant to be confined within Alchemoth.
I don't think that's where those ones came from.
What do you mean?
The rift made normal monsters transform into fog beasts.
Oh no, Grandel!
Ah!
What is matter?
The Armus could turn into fog beasts.
Meh, no one to picture that. Must hurry to rescue.
All right, let's report back. I might as well do. If you're gonna keep giving me plot, I've been doing a lot of side stuff for a while. Oh no! Now I'm gonna feel bad. They talked about how good those Armu were 10 minutes ago.
Was right, Melia.
Yes.
This is very unfortunate.
The rift's influence is spreading far too quickly. Ratzin, are you fine?
Miss Melia, these Armus, it was so sudden.
You can explain later. Let us do the fighting here. You should seek refuge.
Right you are.
Stop those Armus.
Yeah.
Bad army. Go to bed without din-dins. Show off watching skills.
All right, time to slay them. I do like the rush of like darkness that shoots out of them there. He's like, okay, you want to actually fight me? And I'm like, no, not actually. How about one of these? Big time.
Pon Spectres, heed my call.
The good shit.
Felt good to get that out of system.
Thank you for that.
Was everyone all right?
Yeah. No major injuries to speak of. All thanks to you, of course.
Kino accepts a year's supply of sweet wasabi as reward. Real hero pun never has compensation. Where it say that?
shook.
I'm with him. Like, what
Was
the
it
fuck are you
rift's
talking about?
expanding
Real
influence
heroes
that's
ask for no
responsible
reward.
our Armu's
Real
transformation?
heroes sound like
Looks like
fucking losers.
We saw it happen before.
I'm sorry,
too.
what are we talking about?
Regular monsters turned into fog beasts, just like that.
That suggests more fog beasts will appear if the rift continues to spread its vileness. Consider, with the size it was before, the rift's effect was limited to the area within the capital. But now it's getting wider.
One moment. In that case, if the rift keeps growing larger,
All monsters everywhere could be changed by the fog.
we must find a way to fight back.
We'll need those research notes for that. Let's head for the lab.
Right.
Oh yeah, we totally were gonna go to that lab earlier, and then we kind of just blew it off.
Villain! What do you want?
Uh-oh.
You stand in the way of a new age dawning.
Sis, I'm scared.
It's all right. I'll protect you. And I'll work, I swear.
Behold, the widening rift in the sky. It's proof definite the world abhors you.
Spare me your ravings.
Oh, Lady Melia, the hope of our race.
Gelgar, what is this treachery?
As you can see, I am sweeping away some pebbles. Their research is blasphemy against the commingled blood.
Don't you comprehend the import of what you're interrupting? The very future of our race hinges on their work.
You think this is the future? This reactionary struggle to revive what is long buried? The future of the High Entia is us. We are what the race ought to become. We are the true face of the High Entia.
If not for our ancestors, we would never even have drawn breath.
Ancestors? I recognize them not. You, Lady Melia, are our progenitor. You were our beginning, and you will be our future.
Senseless drivel. If you would interfere with this research for the sake of spouting your nonsense, you do not deserve my mercy.
Melia.
Why won't you understand? Why won't you accept that we are the ones destined to lead?
You will not so easily refute our history.
So be it. I reject you. I will take the mantle and become father of our kin.
Alright, we're gonna put him down.
I will take dominion over all, and the world will be set to rights.
Surprised you went fully mask off, but I didn't know how he would end up relating to the fog stuff anyway. To unmask as some sort of final villain. So I guess we'll take him out now. I say that and the people who've played this already went, huh, he doesn't even know the part where he fuses with the Fog King later. Gonna need this break. It's not gonna make it in time. Just barely, too. It's nice that they're playing this track, by the way. It's one of the best ones. When I get up, you're gonna be real stupid.
Everyone, let's go! The pure bloods got what they deserve.
Know my power. The big damage. Holy fuck. Extra chance. Give me that chaos. What? I haven't done this. Holy fuck. Didn't stand a chance.
I know I am not wrong. I'm not.
I will spare you. Just be gone from my sight.
Whoa!
The lab! Melia! Miss Melia!
No! Idiots!
The crown is mine now.
Teelin!
Vixis, help!
Better safe than sorry. The pure blood meets its end today.
What?
Are you okay, Teelin?
Telethia, here! Damn!
Miss Melia! She's okay. She's all right.
I can tell there's not a scuff on her.
I'm sorry. I couldn't save the future.
Melia!
Miss Melia! Kino, you did it! Applause.
Where?
We're in Ratzin's house. The lab went up in flames, so we carried you here.
The lab. I'm sorry, Teelin. I failed you.
Miss Melia.
You damn fool! What possessed you to do that? What happened to safeguarding the future of the High Entia? And bringing our brethren back home, were those just words to you? You should think long and hard about what the death of a leader would mean for us!
Come on, big sis. That's enough.
Don't defend her. This idiot child.
I had to.
What?
To protect it at all cost. The research.
How can you be so fixated on that?
Our salvation lies therein. I believe it now.
Melia!
And yet, ultimately it was for naught. I caused trouble for everyone. And I couldn't even save the documents.
Poor Miss Melia.
That's not true. If you and your friends hadn't come when you did, there might not have been anything left of the research to continue with. And also, here.
What's this?
It's the book you carried out of the fire. Ring any bells?
This tome. We found it in the tomb.
Yeah. The book that started my research. If we have this, me and Tyrea can carry on with our work. Sis, are you with me?
Yes, right. We can study the problem until we make some headway.
Miss Melia, thank you.
Likewise.
Teelin. Tyrea.
You've only just woken up. Come on, we'll let you rest.
Yes. Thank you.
What that for? Use tranquil snooze for sweet dreams. That seemed extremely
I don't believe in violence.
This might just be what we need to defeat the Fog King.
Yeah.
Feeling better?
Yes. Much better now.
What a relief.
Miss Melly, good as new. Kino saved day again. Less braggy, please.
Friends, I'm sorry I worried you. And I abused your hospitality. Please forgive me.
No. You saved this place and we owe you. Big time. This was the least I could do.
I will not stop now. I swear to do what I can for the good of Grandel.
I appreciate it. Just don't go running yourself ragged for us.
I promise. We seem to be missing Tyrea.
Oh, if you're looking for her, she figured the fog beasts might strike again, so she went out on patrol.
The likes of us aren't exactly trained for battle, so really, any help is welcome.
You're right. I feel sorry for any beasts that wander into Tyrea's path. By the way, did I hear you mention something about defeating the Fog King?
All thanks to our friend's research.
Is that so?
Quite.
A sterling achievement, Teelin.
Just an accident.
Still, even so, your devotion to your mother may well have saved our future. All right. What do we have to do? How do we defeat the Fog King?
We found ether attacks effective against fog beasts, but not against the Fog King. That's because the ether's concentration was too low.
Concentration?
Concentration? Pipe down when adults talking, dum-dum. But Kino's so bored.
The whole thing got me wondering, why did fog beasts appear when the rift got wider? I think the intensity of the rift's rays exceeded the density of the Telethia's ether field.
None of that makes any sense to me. How is the density connected to the Fog King?
If we could put up an ether field denser than the Telethia's, the Fog King will become vulnerable.
How does one put up an ether field? Secondly, where does one obtain such highly concentrated ether?
For the field, I think this guy will do the job, with a little tinkering.
In that case, it's just a matter of gathering up enough high-purity ether crystals, except...
Except what?
Those kinds of ether crystals are extremely rare. I'm not sure where I'd even start looking. There might be none at all around here.
Oh, cheer up, all of you. It is not a foregone conclusion. And in any scenario, if we cannot defeat the Fog King without them, we will have to keep looking until we find them.
True enough.
Good. Then let us start by asking around.